Hello. Oh, I forgot to open the game. Damn me. How are you guys doing? Boom. Opening the game. Opening the game. Oh, hey, how are you, Nico? In the game, and there we go. There we go. I already did this. It's 11 p.m. 11. 11 p. Okay, 11 p.m. There we go. Okay, Axel. Hang on. What? Thank you for actually setting the clock both time you boot up the game. Okay. A lot of people don't take the steps seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you actually taking time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about the experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you have been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set up the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, and even if it's not the correct time, you have earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay. That was the weirdest shit I have seen. Oh, okay. I was angry because it made me set up the thing 2 times, but I found that funny. I mean, there's no problem, Axel. There's no problem. Let's see. Begin the name.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, again.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Yes.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk.
Yeah, well, I already seen this. So yeah, we walk.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, what's this? Figurance Final Committee meetings today in the meeting room. Huh?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It does not? I wonder if it does not. Well, it doesn't sound like that. What about this one? 420. Okay, fine. There's nothing. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, let's do it. Huh? Trust your competition instinct. Across the office, we have synergies or research to ensure the. Wow, this is new. Yeah, this is. Oh, this tells me where I should do. Where I should search. Okay. A private but smelly place for an important person. Okay, fine. Oh, it's open.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's nothing here. Are we 100% sure there's nothing?
There was nothing here, No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I might need to go. I don't know how long because I watched one stream for 9 hours. There's no problem.
It's baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
There must be
He
something
wasn't
here.
even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
There must be something here.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
There must be something. That's why you're talking about it. Come on. Show me
You do
there's something.
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I guess it's your fault. Maybe there's something up there and I can't see it.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Okay, fine. I will leave.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
was
walked
bullied out of
upstairs
it.
to his boss's office.
Oh man. What's that? Oh.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. Stanlerine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret
I
pin
have
number.
forgotten the pin number.
2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Okay.
Amazing.
Hi, Bran.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Any Stanlerines? No. Okay. I just got bullied by the narrator. That was the worst thing that
Descending
happened.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, let's go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let's see. Well, did I see this already? Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427. 7, over there. That's me. Oh yeah, that's my room.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah, I know. Let's see.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, let's go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There are buttons with colors. One, two, three. Other one, three. Where's the 4? Should be a 4 around here. 4. I can't find it. Ah, fuck it.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Wow.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Fucking God!
Though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the
Press
clock,
continue on the
why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay, press 1.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Man!
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Okay,
No
sorry.
enemy, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Man, like, calm down. Holy shit. Okay, see, the narrator deserves no happiness.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
And what about the new content? Not again? I guess I haven't finished the game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I guess so.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Stop being so snarky, you know? I want the Stanleyettes.
Gone. What could it mean?
Yes.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, he wanted to do that.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't. He continued.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I prefer just Stanley figurines, but you know, it's just me. There's a vent over there.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Okay, he killed me, I guess.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Let's continue.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the meeting room. I need to check what other places do I need to check. There's something to do with the stairs. There's some stairs over here now that I think about it. Like over here.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There we go.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
Wait, no, I'm not going to do this repeat shit again.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
What? What?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay, fine. Could you do this part like quickly? He is going to make me hear him again. Oh! Okay, let me. That's nice.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yada, I know
the
about
lights
this.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, I know what it is. This time I will press the off button instead of the on button.
Now the monitors jump to life,
because
their true nature
the
revealed.
narrator is
Each
kind
bore
of a
the
bitch.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Come
the
on.
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So press button of the elevator.
This
and
mind
go
control
up.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Oh, someone is fired
Was this the
over
only
there.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it.
Oh,
He
what is a
couldn't
pirate?
accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Let's go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Yeah.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
I wonder if he's
began
going to get
sink
mad
in,
when I press the up button
Stanley
without
decided
curative.
that
Hello?
blackness and a rising chill
No,
of
he isn't
uncertainty.
hungry.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Okay.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Open
Whatever
up.
life he lives, it will be his.
Open up.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And then I got shot in the back, right? No. Yeah, there's a Stanley escape ending and it's like... Wait. Huh?
All of his co-workers were gone.
What's going on
What did
here?
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
That was weird.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
now
knew it
let's make
perfectly
him
well.
angry.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deep? But eager to get back to business,
Okay,
Stanley took the
go.
first open door on his left.
No, let's go. Let's continue.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, let's see.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the... And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here, and now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Something about the blue door, I think.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, he did.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yeah, well, what...
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Oh.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, sure. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback
I
here.
will go with a 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion?
Okay.
You know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What's this? Huh. Man, Oh. Oh. Wow. Man. Okay. Man, he's angry. That rat is offline. That rat is officially ranked better than me. What? That rat finished the game like 3 hours.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Okay, a 4.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Hello, Kitalo, how are you?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Let's see, well, what's the game?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
You're kidding me, right? Holy shit. It has more noise. Oh shit. So who wants to stay 4 hours doing this? Everything is horrible in this game. Ah. Yeah, no. Yeah, I would be impressed too. Because if I do this for 4 hours, it would mean, let me see, this stream will end at 4 AM. Holy shit. Ah. I'm tired.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What game? Okay, let's see. What's the game that he wants me to play?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Isn't this
What's our
Firewatch
backstory?
or something
What
like
is our
that?
motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about
Firewatch, I
this
think
game,
it was
Stanley.
called.
And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Yeah, before venturing outward, I need to check something. I think this game actually exists. Firewatch? Yeah. I never played it, and I don't know why I know the name. But yeah, this is Firewatch. It's by the same developers. Developed by Camposanto. 'Camposanto. 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 ' Huh. Maybe same publisher? Well, they did Untitled Goose Game. Um, Maybe Camposanto's a publisher? Nope. Well, it was. Yeah, it is Firewatch.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What's happening?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh, what?
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Okay.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Man, he does really hate open world games. Huh? What's
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Yes.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
It's kind of big for me, don't you think? Oh. Oh, I come. Yeah, let's go. Woo.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Yes.
Is it better than my... Hold on. What are you doing?
Escape. Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Okay. Wasn't here. Huh. It seems like a very old version of Stanley's office. Huh. See? There are two doors. Here you enter. Yeah, this is Stanley's office somehow. And this is my... Yeah, this is my room. Yeah, this is a reference to...
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. That was interesting. Okay, let's...
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's it's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay, fine, let's go to the memory zone. Now remember when Stanley found the collectibles? Okay. Oh, now it goes down.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
Oh, yeah.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Okay, I got 7.
And here was the second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
So they're going to tell me, like...
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini-Stan? Can you remember?
I think this one.
No. The warehouse was the 4th place you found a Figanley,
Oh.
not the 3rd.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If the warehouse feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Oh, it is that way, okay.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
What?
Well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't remember this happening. I don't know where this room is. What? Oh yeah, I remember this one.
This was the 5th mini-Stan, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Huh?
Enjoy.
What the hell? What? You haven't put clip art. Copyright the narrator. Okay.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Okay, the last one.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter. Very well. Let's finish this.
And then there was
Ooh.
no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Okay, that was something.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
What? Oh my god.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more.
Okay.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yep. What?
Yes, I love that video.
He's being obnoxious.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Ugh, no idea.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Oh, can I go? Oh. I see. The one they're not showing is the one in the boss's bathroom. Because he forgot?
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh, I mean the... Oh no, I'm not. Oh, the jump circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Holy shit. I love this game. I have to admit it, yes. It's one of the best. It's a fantastic game.
Oh, yes. The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Okay.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Oh.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, so this is the end, huh?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Huh? Huh? Something weird going on. Wait, was this always over here?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to check something.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I don't know what's up there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Who's
to
her?
put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who are you talking about?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith...
Okay, let's see. Huh?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
More blue, Chris. Yeah.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Yes, I'm
now
forever alone.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Forever.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Bros. First have to watch TV. Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
What's going on?
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Come on, please.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh, hello people, how are you watching? You're watching
that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I won't press the button. Give me one moment. I will do what he tells me. I guess I got the princess. Happy late the other races to you, Alto. Thank you for coming. Yeah?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press C to question nothing. Oof. Nothing I can do, bro. I'm very sorry.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Man. He truly sees. What's this?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the meeting room? Huh? I guess.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Yes, he.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Excellent, yeah. It came back to be normal.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
Okay,
this is your bucket.
I will
this is your companion and lifelong friend.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Yeah, that's weird.
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Oh, could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Oh no!
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony.
What the fuck?
And blacked out.
What?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. But perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, I have to say it, yes, this is far deeper than whatever you see in Avatar. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
All of her co-workers were gone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Let me see.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these
But
merits away for
it's
such
what
little
it
effort.
says.
A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Open up.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant
Open up.
effort. I want to see some
Open up. Let
hustle,
me in.
Stanley.
Let me in.
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Huh? Okay. Where's 417? 417, 417. Oh, 7 here.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay, 437. Uh, 437 here.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415, 415, 415, 415 over here.
Now, back to door number 437.
Yeah. 437, 437,
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Holy shit. Thank you, Necro. And or anyone that is giving me things. 417, where was 417? Over here.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. 419. 41. How do I? How do I do it?
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Holy shit! He's really making me work it out.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
He's too excited about it.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Yeah, let me see. Set it. Oh, there's also an achievement. There's also an achievement for setting everything to max. Okay. Subtitle of opacity. Let's see what else. Oh, is this okay? Is anything in videos? No. Contrast, there's nothing. Audio is everything at max. Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing. Oh, fuck. Setting all settings later in the menu to all available Oh no, I have to set it to all numbers. Oh. That's a bit more boring. Something like this. Okay, boom. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, Reddit. We can do it. Let's go. Oh, there we go.
This is the story named Stan.
And I think this is the last one. Any other slider? There's no other sliders. I missed. Oh. I think that's all. Huh? That didn't really work. Doesn't matter. What else? Speed run. Complete the Stanley Parable in 422 seconds. Huh. Super gossip. Don't play Stanley for 10 years. So well, I don't think I will be able to do that ever. I think that's basically everything I can do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Can you
And so
let
he
me
detoured
ma?
through the maintenance
I don't
section,
know.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What do you mean by that? Can you let me ma? What's that?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I will sort things out. What do you mean?
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Yes, this way. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Yes. Actually, it was one of my first endings, actually.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so... Hey, where's the bucket? How do I get back to the...
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
Okay.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Yeah,
let's find the story.
Okay, this way. Wait, this way. It's not the way. Wait, what? What? This is so extremely confusing.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, let's hope for something else. Well, let's see.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Yeah,
to go to the meeting room.
it's again.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's the same again. Okay, no doors.
Yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
The other direction. There's nothing here.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
We are a bit...
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
We win again, yes. Not the adventure line.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line.
The adventure
Just
line.
follow the line. How simple is that?
Yes, I remember the adventure
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Now I remember this.
Make sure you study it
That's a lie.
and remember it carefully.
That's a lie.
You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
What? Oh.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
Oh.
after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
That's some anger. Oh yeah, I remember.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh, for a moment I thought we were, like, trapped. Oh well.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh yeah. I remember this. Oh, was the same door.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Ending schedule. Narrator starts
That's
the game.
really how all this goes?
Narrator forgets about the previous restart.
Determined?
Don't get them to play to the story.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
My
mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
Find the bookstore.
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Begin the game again. I already had that ending. I think we're more or less, I think we have more or less everything right now.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's do it quickly.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Well, at least, I guess I stopped doing that. But wait a second.
8.
There we go. Now let's leave. Let's restart one more time. Because I wanted to do something, but I forgot.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Yes. Yes, he did.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think more or less I have finished. I finished the content of this game. I don't think.
Yet there was not a single
I don't know
person
what else
here
to do.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Anything I can enter? Panda. Oh, okay, this one is new. What's this? Ipanema. No, this is not the girl from Ipanema. Or is it? I don't remember. Is this the girl of Ipanema? It does sound, make me think it's the girl from Ipanema. Okay, we got... Wait, no. No, but... Go somewhere, come on. I guess I have to stay here for a while. Okay. I don't know. Okay, fuck. I guess there's nothing here. Is the door open? No. I guess the only door open is... There must be something here. Must be something here. Let's try it again. Holy shit. Ah. Holy shit, it's taking too long. Holy shit. Something going on. I think this it's just hey, this is just that trolling elevator. Holy shit. Ah.
Here's the door, just go.
Why are you angry? Come on. There we go. Necro, love you. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Yeah.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, let's see.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where freedom meant nothing. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay. I think I will go to them to get the ending done.
He couldn't accept it.
I think this is it. I don't think there's much more I can do here. I wish I could do something else, but I think that's it. Credits. There we go. Way to end it. Thank you for watching. I might play on our other walking simulators. It's a good game. A bit short, but it's a good game. It's a bit repetitive, but it's part of it. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow or Sunday because yeah, it really makes you think for stuff. So here goes my well, me not playing the game for 5 years to get the achievement. Anyways, see you later. Well, actually, I will play it one more time because they told me that they will give me something when I play it again at the start of the stream. So why don't we just check what it is, and I will try to research if I can get anything new. Maybe a short stream, not a short stream, like a short section of the stream for this. Who knows? Anyways, thank you for coming. Next week. Yeah. Next week, probably I'm going to be collabing with a lot of people. On Monday maybe with Necro. On Wednesday, Definitive with, I don't know if you know him, he's called Kaida. And, well, on Wednesday, on the morning, we will have the reading stream. We will continue the murders in the dungeon. And let's see, on Saturday, on Sunday of next week, we're going to continue watching detective anime, if anyone is interested. So, I think that's basically all. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day. See you later.